Hi everybody, it's Andy from James Neave. We talk a lot in our industry about first-time buyers. That's a phrase we hear all of the time, but very rarely do we talk about first-time sellers. And actually coming to sell your property for the first time can be quite a scary, nervy process, and quite a lot of my job is helping our clients and hand-holding them through and guiding them and giving them the right advice to get them from A to B and to make it all work. Quite often first-time sellers might have children and families, and things are a bit different from when you were a first-time buyer with no chain and moving out of mum and dad's or moving out of rented accommodation. So it's quite a daunting process sometimes. I thought I'd give my or some top tips in terms of trying to help you get organised and ready for the journey. So here we go, top tips for first-time sellers. Number one, start talking to estate agents in your area at a fairly early stage of the process. So this is more in regards to getting a valuation for your property. Talk to some agents, get some valuations, have a sense of where your property is worth, what you're going to sell it for, maybe any works that you could do cost effectively to improve value before you sell, that kind of stuff. But I think getting that sense of what your property's worth is a really good starting point. Because step number two is that you need to go and talk to someone on the mortgage side. So you need to go and either talk to your mortgage broker or your lender or your bank and have a chat and see what your borrowing options are, because you need to know roughly what your property is going to sell for to know what equity you're going to have and how that's going to factor through to your move, if that makes sense. Obviously the equity in your current property is going to help you pay for your moving costs and add into your deposit for your next house. So first of all, work out roughly what your house is going to be worth. Secondly, go and talk to someone on the finance side. Don't just guess, don't just stab in the dark. Go and have those chats and work out where your budget sits and what you can afford for your next move. Once you get to that stage, go out and talk to estate agents in the area that you want to be, whether that's locally or you're moving further afield or to a new position. Go and have a chat with agents, look on the portals, get a sense for what's out there, what you can afford, what you want. Try and start to make that judgment feel, are you going to be able to afford what you want in the area you want to be? Try at this stage not to go and fall in love with a house, because you're still a little way off from making everything work. And the reality is, if you find your dream house, the chances are someone else will beat you to it. They'll be in a better position than you at this point. But go and work out where you want to be, how much you can afford to spend, and then just make sure that it's a realistic and achievable goal. At that point, I'd also start speaking about your timelines. So you need to kind of reverse engineer things. You don't put your house on the market and move tomorrow. So think about when you want to move. I kind of find generally with first-time sellers, quite often it's dictated around school holidays or work, situations. Maybe you're teachers and you have to work and move in school holidays, or whatever the case may be. You need to then work it backwards. So once you've found your buyer and you found your property to purchase, and you've got what's called a complete chain that's moving forward, the legal work can take anywhere from 2 to 3 months between the stage where everyone's instructed their solicitors and move date. So you need to allow that sort of 2 to 3 month window. You need to allow some time for A, finding your buyer, and B, finding your property. So I think realistically you want to be timing it that you want to be getting onto the market roughly around sort of 5 to 6 months before you want to move, to give yourself that window. And then finally, and it's something that people don't often do right until the last minute of once they found the buyer, but start having to think about your legal work and your solicitors and who you're going to work with. Were the solicitors that represented you when you were a first-time buyer good? Did they communicate well with you? Did you enjoy the experience? If so, fantastic. Go back and talk to them, find out what the costs of selling and buying are, because remember, you're going to have 2 transaction costs this time around. Was it a bad experience? Actually, did you not get that support and communication that you wanted? In which case, look, there are great solicitors out there. Don't settle for something that was crap. Go and speak to someone who's good. And again, talking to your local estate agents who can guide you in terms of who is good and who's not is really important. A good tip, actually, if you're asking your estate agent for advice on solicitors, double check, are they getting referral fees? I.e., are they just giving you that advice because they're being paid for it? Or are they like me, where we don't take referral fees from solicitors? We just advise you to use ones that we really like and give good service and look after people. So it's not about money, it's about what's best for the client. So there you go, 5 tips. Talk to estate agents about your property, talk to mortgage people, find out what you can borrow, what you can spend. Talk to estate agents where you want to go and live, and check that you can afford what you want to do and make sure that it's a viable target. Think about your timeline, reverse engineer, give yourself a path to follow. And finally, have a think about your legal work and who's going to represent you and look after you once you get to that stage. I hope that helps. Any first-time sellers that need help or advice, do get in touch. Andy at James Neave, 01932 221 331. Catch you soon. Bye.